Hello, I'm Kent, and today we're going to be discussing the complete line of Grizzly 10-inch contractor style table saws, including the popular 10-inch hybrid table saw. Here at Grizzly, we understand that the table saw is arguably the most important tool in any woodworking shop. That's why we continue to add new and innovative features which make them favorites in thousands of shops across the United States and Canada. We are committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality and best performing table saws, but we don't stop there. Grizzly table saws meet the new UL 987 safety standard that went into effect in 2010. In fact, Grizzly was one of the first to apply this in the industry across all of their table saw line. Let's start by discussing some basic information about our model G0732 10-inch contractor style table saw. This is a rugged design table saw, ideally suited for the job site or the home shop. This saw carries a strong 1.5 horsepower motor that comes pre-wired 110 volt single phase. Power is transferred to the 5/8 inch arbor via a cogged V-belt drive and turns at 4,000 RPMs. The on-off switch is rail mounted for quick access. The blade on the G0732 is enclosed with a dust collection shroud that captures most of the dust under the table. A 10-inch by 40-tooth saw blade and a safety push stick are included with each machine. When you're cutting at 90 degrees, the maximum depth of cut is 3 1/8 inch. At 45 degrees, it's 2 1/4 inch. Saw blade height adjustments are made smoothly using the front-mounted height adjustment hand wheels. The blade height is locked using the center locking knob. To make angle changes to the saw blade, use the side-mounted hand wheel and front-located angle gauge. There is an adjustable stop so that the user can quickly return to 90-degree cutting. The G0732 has a precision ground cast iron table, and with its rigid steel wings, gives you a great workspace of 25 1/4 inches deep by 40 inches wide. It has a maximum ripping capacity of 30 inches to the right of the blade and 12 inches to the left. The UL 987 type blade guard requires no tools and only seconds to remove or reinstall, and will encourage the operator to use it on all through cuts. The saw blade guard is made of clear plastic for great visibility, and the independent side guards allow for smooth feeding operation. The two side guards have separate pivot points for hang-up-free material feeding. These guards are meant to be used, and the saw should never be operated without proper guarding. For non-through cuts, you can replace the guard with a riving knife. And again, this keeps the saw UL 987 safety standard compliant. The riving knife on the G0732 is a true riving knife. It will raise and lower with the saw blade. Riving knives offer protection for operations that require the guard to be removed, such as non-through cuts. The riving knife prevents wood from pinching behind the blade and keeps wood from catching on the backside of the blade, which can result in a dangerous kickback. Remember, the guard should only be removed for cuts that cannot be performed with it on, typically a non-through cut. The fence on the G0732 is a sturdy front and rear cam locking fence. The fence features a micro adjustment knob and has extruded aluminum fence rails. A T-slot miter gauge is also included with each saw. The saw has a standard 5/8 inch arbor and will take all standard 10-inch blades available on the market. The arbor is also long enough to handle a dado blade set of up to 3/4 inch wide. The open heavy steel stand is light enough to move around easily, but rugged enough to last many years. The G0732 table saw ships in one box. The box weighs 221 pounds, and the box will measure 36 inches long, 29 inches wide, and 19 inches tall. Next, we will go over the G0661 and the G0713 10-inch left tilting contractor style table saws. These saws are essentially the same with two different motors. The G0713 has a 1 3/4 horsepower motor and is pre-wired for 110 volts. The G0661 has a 2 horsepower motor and is pre-wired for 220 volt operation. Same great saw with the wiring and horsepower option of your choice. These saws come with everything that you would expect in a top-of-the-line contractor-style table saw. Let's start with their impressive cutting capabilities. Maximum depth of cut at 90 degrees is 3 1/8 inch. At 45 degrees, the maximum depth of cut is 2 1/4 inches. Rip capacity to the right side of the blade is 36 inches, and to the left, 12 inches. The floor to table height is a comfortable 35 3/8 inches. These saws are built to take on the toughest of jobs. Power is transferred to the 5/8 inch saw blade arbor via a ribbed V-belt drive and turns at 4,200 RPMs. The on-off switch is rail mounted for easy access and has an oversized stop paddle for quick shutdowns. The switch includes a lockout pin and a padlock for added safety. An important feature and upgrade of the G0661 and G0713 table saws are the heavy-duty inner construction. We incorporated a vertically aligned motor and blade adjustment system. In addition, we supported them with heavy-duty cast iron trunnions which are mounted on the table for maximum stability. Also on the inside, we enclosed the lower half of the blade in a dust shroud for optimum dust removal. This is not a cantilever motor mount table saw from the past. What you get is the newest and best in table saw technology. The tabletops on the G0661 and the G0713 are precision ground cast iron. Add 2 wings of the same great material and you have an excellent work surface, 27 inches deep and 44 inches wide. We also feature a beveled front edge for smooth material feeding. As with the G0732 table saw, these blade guards are designed for trouble-free use. Safety's at the top of the list with these guards, and they work so well, you would never want to remove them. If you do need to remove them and replace them with the riving knife, it's as easy as with the G0732. No problem. The blade height adjustment handles on the front and side of the table saw have been upgraded to larger chrome cast iron hand wheels. The fence is a cam-lock T-style with aluminum faces. It easily lifts off when not needed for ripping and sets back wherever needed. A magnifying scale is provided for easy-to-use accurate fence positioning. The front fence rail is made of heavy 2-inch square tubing and is 66 inches in length. The back rail is made of heavy angle iron. The saw also has an upgraded aluminum miter gauge and steel bar that fits into the T-slots on the table. The heavy-duty open contractor-style stand has a footprint of 26 inches by 26 inches, making for a steady and sturdy stance. The G0661 and the G0713 table saw ships in 3 separate boxes, weighing a total of 342 pounds. The first box measures 33 inches long, 31 inches wide, and 22 inches tall. The second box, containing the fence, measures 38 inches long, 17 inches wide, and 8 inches tall. The third box, containing the rail, measures 71 inches long and is 4 inches square. Designed with the newest safety standard and innovations, this table saw is ready for many years of service. Now we get to one of the most popular table saws we've added to the Grizzly line in years. The G0715P hybrid table saw has been a customer favorite since it was introduced in late 2010. You get the best of both contractor style and cabinet style table saws. Part of our Polar Bear series, this beautiful white color saw would be the envy of any shop. The G0715P has a 2 horsepower motor that is pre-wired 220 volts, but can be rewired 110 volts by purchasing and installing the optional 20 amp circuit breaker. The motor is protected with the enclosed motor cover. The fence rail mounted on-off switch is lockable and has an oversized stop paddle for quick shutdowns. The rip capacity of the G0715P is 30 inches to the right of the blade and 12 inches to the left. The maximum depth of cut at 90 degrees is 3 1/8 inch and 2 3/16 of an inch at a 45-degree angle. The table to floor height is a perfect 34 inches. The Easy Glide fence system is a cam-lock T-style fence with upgraded high-density polyethylene sides. This ultra-smooth yet abrasion-resistant material results in an effortless ripping operation. The fence glides smoothly along the 60-inch long steel tubing fence rail with little effort. A heavy T-slot miter gauge is included for use in the T-shaped miter slots. The G0715P incorporates a precision ground cast iron table, and together with cast iron wings measures an impressive 40 inches wide by 27 inches deep. Plenty of space and stability for those oversized cutting operations. It also features a beveled front edge for smooth material feeding. The G0715P utilizes a UL 987 compliant quick release blade guard. The blade guard works smoothly with little to no resistance. With independent clear sides for added visibility and the added feature of anti-kickback pawls that can be positioned away from the workpiece when required. Although there is no need to ever change the guard, it can be quickly changed to a riving knife without the use of any tools. Two great safety devices that work together seamlessly. The steel base cabinet houses chrome cast iron hand wheels with large locking knobs. A 4-inch dust collection port is located in the lower cabinet for dust removal. The G0715P ships in 3 separate boxes and weighs 393 pounds. The main box measures 30 inches long, 26 inches wide, and 42 inches tall. The fence box measures 36.5 inches long, 14.5 inches wide, and 6.5 inches tall. The rail box measures 61.5 inches long, 5 inches wide, and 4 inches tall. All of the table saws that we've looked at today have powder-coated paint to ensure a scratch-resistant and long-lasting finish.